a lot of figures to look at here. So we're here at the main event. One of the things we wanted to talk about today was the San Diego Comic-Con. And if you haven't been watching, or if you're not familiar with what San Diego Comic-Con is, like they do they do figure reveals every year, and it's just super awesome that you get this is like what you're gonna get. So I really thought there was a lot of good stuff. We're gonna kick it off with the WWE stuff. So but yeah, we'll kick it off here with some of the what I'm really I don't know if I'm gonna be getting these. And where are you at on the WWE retro line?
I want to love these. I really do. Like, and I grew up watching Attitude Era, but I don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I haven't gone back and watched enough of it yet. Like as I've been slowly piecing through, I've been piecing through the New Gen era because I did not watch that. So I'm starting there and trying to transition. You know, I'm into 95. So I'm coming up on the Attitude Era. So, and I like the form factor. I have some of the original Hasbros, and I would like to have more of them now that I have a little bit more space. I can get some more of them for those, but they just don't hit my wheelhouse yet. But I've honestly thought about collecting them just because I know by the time I get to a lot of this stuff, I'm gonna want it. Like the orange card set that they brought out.
Yeah, really awesome.
And then I'm like, yeah, I want them.
Yeah, but I don't have a place for them.
Yeah, and so now I have a second bookcase that has like, I don't know, maybe 9-10 inches of shelf space, which is perfect for like the retros, the Hasbros, and the Galoobs. And I have all the American release Galoobs, and I have some of the Hasbros that I've wanted. But you know, so I'm interested in them. It's just I'm not hungry for them.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see as I continue going back and watching old wrestling how I sort of come around to this stuff.
Yeah. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the ringside exclusive 4-pack. It is the DX 4-pack. That is the Mattel retro line. These are like the Hasbro style figures. And I have all of these in, elite form. So it's one of those things where I was like, I already got these in elites. Do I need them as retros? Probably not, but it's still a really cool idea. They did the NWO last year. This year they're doing DX. So they're going to do the hits, and I'm totally for it. I really like it. So what would even be cool is if like they did like a 4-pack that would be Edge and Christian and the Dudleys. But we all know what's going on with Christian. We don't know if he's has a deal or not. But yeah, no, I really like
and
these,
the Dudleys, and what Devon doesn't have a deal, or
don't
Devon.
say don't talk about Bubba Ray. We don't like him here on the Podsky.
Bubba.
The Bubba. But yeah, I thought that these figures are awesome. I just I just don't really have a place for them.
Yep, agreed.
But next, we're gonna hop right in with the basics. So actually, we're not hopping in with the basics. They're out of order. That's great. So we're gonna hop in with the packs. So the first big pack that was brought up was the WrestleMania 10 pack, which is the ladder match with Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon. You got the 2 title belts. Like now, this Shawn was already made before, and so there's nothing you can really do about that. But it's updated with the double jointed pinless elbows. The same with Razor. Like he was a basic before. Now you're getting him in elite form. You're getting a big ladder. I already have the Ultimate Edition that came out last year of Razor. That was a honorable mention for figure of the year. So I don't really need this set. Now the box that comes with it is absolutely incredible.
Next
Love
level.
it is next level. Absolutely love what they did with the box. So congrats to Mattel on doing that. Like you did a hell of a job. So thank you for that.
Yeah, and I thought I kicked the tires on this one. Because I did go back and watch that match, and I'm through this part of it, and it was heck of a match, heck of a rivalry. I just don't know that I have a place in my collection for this because I don't have the space to display it the way I would want to.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
great
what
pack, especially for people who don't have it like me. Yeah, just unfortunately a pass, but
yeah, that's what sucks is that this would absolutely be a pack that I would absolutely want, and it sucks that like we can't. You do something that you don't really need, but it's like a really cool piece. If you don't have these guys, or if you missed them the first time around, you got a chance to get them. So
yeah, and I have a Sean from that era, and I have a Razor from that era already in the Defining Moments one, and that's enough for me. So
yeah, because I
much
have
as I
so
like
many.
it, but
I have so many Seans. I have the Sean from the flashbacks one or no, I have the ringside exclusive one. This is a remake of the flashbacks line, but I have the ringside exclusive one, and that one is just awesome. Love it.
Yeah.
But another pack that was brought up was the Faces of Foley. And this has been one that's been talked about for a lot of years is can we get a 3 Faces of Foley pack? And we're finally getting it. This is a ringside exclusive. I am so for this pack, but I don't need it.
Yeah, same. I like Mick Foley.
Love you,
I
Mick.
like the characters. Yeah, for real. Like the characters individually for what they did. It's just not something I'm gonna have in my collection.
Yeah.
I don't have an emotional tie to any of them individually. And again, maybe it's just because I haven't gone back and watched the Attitude Era again.
The Cactus Jack one's pretty sick. And so is the dude love is awesome. Yeah. And that's what sucks. But because like I just got the Mankind, and now I got like the Mick Foley Mankind from the Defining Moments line that just came out last year, like or this year even. That's the one I just got. It's like I don't need 4 more. I don't need to have 4 Foleys. I love Mick Foley. I love him to death. So thank you, Mick Foley, for pushing this as hard as you did. I'd love, like, if I had a place where I could keep this on card and have you sign all 3 as through the 3 Faces of Foley, I'd absolutely do it. But I don't know where I'd put it. That's what sucks.
Premium item. No, and like I remember this version of Mankind scaring the bejesus out of me as a child. Because it wasn't like fun Mankind.
No.
This was the scary, creepy, holy hell, what is this? Yeah,
the demented, rat-loving, boiler room brawling. Yes. Mankind. Like
and with adult eyes, like the commitment to these characters that he made and the range that he has and the work that he put in, even though he was a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Like he's an incredible performer and rightfully so gets his flowers the way he does. It's just, I look at that, like I'm looking at on the screen and I look at the photo and I still get the from that man. So, and again, looking at it as an adult, like that's a hell of an impact. He a 32-year-old guy remembers back to, being 5, 6 and being scared to be Jesus of, whatever the amalgamation of personalities this character was.
Right.
So, but I don't need the heebie-jeebies every time I look at my collection. So
yeah. Hats off to Mattel and Ringside for putting this together. I love it. I think it's a fantastic idea. I'm just really sorry, Mick, but I don't have a place for it in the collection. But yeah, moving on to another pack. So we got a couple more packs we're gonna look at here. We got the Hogan 3-pack. Holy hell, did we get a shit ton of Hulk Hogan's. If you don't have a Hulk Hogan, You can get a Hulk Hogan within the next year, like very easily. But yeah, this was a throwback to a Jack specific 3-pack that they had back in the day. You got, your ever so classic Hogan, Hulkamania, then you got NWO Hogan, and then you got Hulk Still Rules from the Ruthless Aggression era.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really like this NWO Hogan. I wish it was an Ultimate, and I know that they're gonna eventually bring that back. They're eventually gonna do a remake the of that Ultimate Edition Hogan. Like they've already, it's gonna be a greatest hits, and that's when I'm gonna swoop in and get that one.
Yeah,
because
I have that one.
I missed it on the first
So-
time around, and I'm really mad that I did that. Like if they fix the tan and they get the butterfly joints, Brutta sliding in there for one. Because
Yeah,
I have
like
I have the Storm Collectibles one, but I'd love to have an Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, I have the Ultimate Edition one. It's good. I have no problems with it. It sits with my Kevin Nash and my Scott Hall and Macho Man. It's great. I have no problems with it. I don't feel the need to upgrade, at least at this point, because I don't have a super like sentimental, emotional thing to Hogan.
Mm-hmm. I only do for NWO and his Ruthless Aggression run. Like I don't have the super tie to him from Hulkamania.
Yeah, I have it. I have the NWO run because he was the big baddie for Sting.
Right.
So I have it in that regard, and that's why I have the one that I have, and that's good enough for me. And we'll talk about it in a bit, but that Eazy-E Ultimate, love that. I need that for the NWO collection to face off against Sting.
Oh yeah, we'll get to Old Easy sooner or later. But yeah,
till we get to Ice Train, and then I need an Ice Train, NWO Ice Train. But yeah.
The one thing I will say that is really cool about this set is that Hogan, the Hulkamania Hogan, like he's got the bandana in the mouth. Like that's a really cool thing that like you're not going to get anywhere else. But the other ones are just straight repaints.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
Yeah, it'll sell 1 million units, and that's great.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this is a Target exclusive, so that's the only place you can get that as well. And then we have the one last little final pack, and that is the 4-pack from the Then Now Forever pack. And that, I don't know, it's one of those where it's like, do you really need this? Probably not. But
is that the one that got recalled?
Yeah, it's the one that got recalled.
Yeah.
And
they had a packaging issue with it.
Right. They had the wrong like Then Now Forever or something like that on there. And that's totally fine. Like you don't need to have that in your collection. That's totally, it's a weird pack because it's got Hogan, it's got Rocky Maivia, it's got Stone Cold, and then it's got Becky Lynch. So it's like an odd pairing of figures. Not a need for me, but like if you were able to get this and you got the first run and not the second run, like you kind of hit a gold mine. So good for you.
Yeah.
But moving on into a line that that I'm really in on and that I've put over a lot here when we talk about figures, the Coliseum collection. The Coliseum collection is huge for me. I absolutely love the Coliseum collection, and they announced a couple of figures. We had one big announcement, and that was the one that's going to be coming later down the line, and that is the Hart Foundation that you can see here on the screen right now. The Hart Foundation, big. There's nothing more you can say about. They're hand painted prototypes here, so have to think that maybe that this is early stages. I just saw a video earlier in the day that said maybe that they had the Steiners plan for this, and because of what Rick did, they got canned, so they had to implement a tag team right away, and they put the Hart Foundation in there. And I'm totally cool with that because I really wanted a Brett and an Anvil. So these are ones that I don't, necessarily, I don't unbox them. They're going to stay mint on card. I'm never going to touch them, but like still cool to have. And then the other set that we already know that's coming out, that's in the background there, is Roddy Piper and George the Animal Steel. But we'll put a better
need that George the Animal Steel real bad.
Yeah, and we'll put the picture up of Anvil and the better pick of Anvil and Roddy up here right now. But the this is an awesome line. These are throwbacks to the LJNs, so they fit perfectly in the line. Totally understand it, love it. So, but yeah, absolutely ones that if you're in the Coliseum collection, like they're must gets. Like you're already in the ground. If you already have the first two, you're already on the ground floor. There's no reason to stop getting them now. They're only going to do 2 a year. Pretty easy to collect.
Yep.
And if you hold out for 5 more years, you're going to have a hell of a collection. Very valuable collection too. But the one that I'm really excited about is what's popping up here right now is this Monday Night Wars. Monday Night Wars line. I know you and I are both very excited for this line. So, what are you excited for out of this line?
Specifically, the top 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah,
I need that Easy E, and so you have to buy the ring to get Bischoff, but that's fine. I want the ring anyway. I want to figure out how to display my Sting and NWO to give that era like an extra special boost. So I'm all about that. Gonna buy the ring. Then I'll get the Easy E with it. So that's great. And then I've wanted a Brett, but I didn't know what Brett, because I really, after watching most of the new gen at this point, I can appreciate Bret Hart, the worker. I don't think much of his promos, if I'm being honest. I think Owen Hart's probably a better promo.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I just don't find his personality that interesting.
No, it's okay.
And that's fine. But he's a hell of a, you watch him work and it's incredible.
After watching the new gen and having that figure of that SummerSlam, the Ultimate Edition that they had beforehand, having that one, it was damn, dude, this one is awesome.
Yeah. And so I like that Brett, and I think that's the one I'm gonna get.
And this one is gonna be this is Survivor Series 97. This is the screw job one. If you were looking for a Brett and you don't have a Brett, just hold off until next year. I believe this is coming out in the Q1 or Q2 of 2024. Just hold off and get this one. This is going to be the best one you could possibly get.
Yeah, and I like the color scheme the best. That has been the differentiator for me.
Oh yeah.
I like his looks. I like when they have more black than pink. Not that the pink isn't toyetic, but I just prefer the black looks over the pink looks. And this is just like they have it on the screen with the leather jacket. And I mean, his face looks like he's high, but
yeah, I don't understand how they can't do his damn face right. It's so frustrating. How can they not get the face right?
I don't know. It's probably something to do with the CTE that he's got. Goddamn Goldberg.
He didn't have CTE. He had a stroke.
Whatever.
Was a big head injury, so it might be CTE.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, best wishes to Bret Hart.
Yeah. R.I.P. your cerebellum. So anyway, that's the Bret that I want. I'm gonna get that Bret. And keep the sunglasses on it so I don't have to look at that face. And we're gonna be good. And then I didn't know that I needed this Roddy Piper until I saw this Roddy Piper.
Yes, we both said this at the same time.
To the moon.
Didn't know we needed it. Now we need it.
Yep.
It's that. Now I know that the kilt that you see there, and we're talking about Roddy Piper, who's on the top right of the screen right now. Yeah. They said that they didn't have the correct kilt on hand, so they were just using a kilt that they had on hand. So that's not going to be the kilt that you're going to get with that. It's going to be more correct towards what he was wearing in 97 and 98 or 97 whenever he was there. I didn't know I needed this one until I saw it, and I was like, damn, I need
that reality check shirt. I need that in my office at work. And then when I put somebody in line, I'm just going to point right to the figure.
Yeah, that figure is awesome. I cannot wait to get that. I can't wait to get my hands on that Piper.
Yeah.
And then we have some interesting ones here on the bottom. So we got an Undertaker, this is a Ministry Taker on the bottom left. And then in that all gray, that all gray figure, that's a fake Diesel. How awesome is that?
Popped me to the freaking moon too.
I can't believe they're making a fake Diesel.
I know it's so good. And again, like I love that figure. I don't know that I need that figure, and I'm probably not gonna
Right.
buy that figure unless I find
Right.
it. But the fact that they actually went and did it,
Is amazing. I love it.
I loved it. I loved it so much. It shot me straight to the moon.
Seriously, hats off, Mattel. You done did it. I mean, I don't have a place for it in the collection, but I love it. I love it. It's so obscure. That's what I want. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, love it. And
I
then
actually do need, now that I've watched enough New Gen, I do need a Diesel.
oh, buddy, that you might need to get that new gen arena diesel because that one,
Don't remind me.
dude, that one is still by far the best Kevin Nash figure that there is. Until they make an NWO Ultimate one, like that's the one.
Yeah, I know. I
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
think
rub.
about that price
I don't want to
tag.
rub that in.
Yeah, bite me.
But there, in the center on the bottom row, we have the NWO. So we have a very, very early Hulk Hogan right after he turned. Then you have Scott Hall in the Canadian tuxedo. Absolutely love that. They did fix the boots from the early photos. It was just him in the pants. Like he didn't wear the pants like that in early. Like he tucked the pants in the boots. And then we have like a really obscure Kevin Nash.
It's the
Like
first night he's there.
yeah, so like these don't all fit together as if they were like they're not like this. Like if you turned on an episode of Nitro, not every single piece of this attire would be correct. Like there are
Right,
pieces
you
like
wouldn't see them all at the same time, but they're, to
their
me, like I look at
debuts.
them, their debuts
They're
of
all
each
Nitro
of them.
debuts. Yeah, so like
Yes.
that is Scott Hall's debut on Nitro. It's Kevin Nash's debut on Nitro, and then it's Hollywood
Hollywood Hogan.
Hogan's debut on Nitro. So like very well done. I love that. Like I know it's not a 3-pack, it's a part of like the new packaging that we'll get to when we talk about Alito 5, but these will all the Monday Night Wars line is going to be Walmart exclusive. And like listen, there's a lot of issues with Walmart distribution, so like I have a feeling these are going to be few and far and hard to find. So Walmart pre-orders, they will let you down at every chance you get. That's what sucks about the uh the Ultimate Roddy and the Ultimate Brett is that I'm probably gonna have to get them secondhand. If you
Yeah, that's
because
gonna
like
suck.
yeah, it's gonna suck a fat one.
Yeah,
Then
definitely gonna suck.
the other obscure one too on the bottom right here is this Rey Mysterio, an unmasked Rey Mysterio figure. Who would have thought we'd
With
get an
devil
unmasked
horns.
with the devil horns? Like this is late. This is late WCW. Like this is the shit WCW. I
Yep.
can't believe that they actually are going to make this figure. I'm
I
legitimately
know.
surprised. I can't believe that Ray didn't nix it.
It's great though. Like
It is.
I'm
it
not
is.
gonna get it.
Right.
I'm not gonna get it because I don't need it. But again, it's one of those things where they're going out on a limb, not for a goof or not on a lark, because it's a piece of wrestling history. He's a legitimate legend,
Mhm.
and it's fun, and I like when they do fun stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like that
So.
they're like, yeah, I like the effort that they're putting in.
Mhm.
And then we had two more ultimates that were announced. We have an ultimate Eddie Guerrero with the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. And this looks like it's probably going to be somewhere the same attire that he probably wore when he faced Rey Mysterio at the Halloween Havoc. At least that's what I would hope for.
Yeah, I want to see the deco on this before I make a decision on it, because I would like an Eddie, but I watched more of this Eddie than I did like Ruthless Aggression era Eddie. So if it's like the black tights with the red and gold like sort of like abstract flame looks on them, I might be in real heavy on that one.
So for me, I don't know if I need this because I have a WWEshop.com exclusive Eddie where it's the LWO one, but he's in that black and gold pant, and that's a classic Superstars. Like that is such a hard one to find that I don't know that I need this.
Yeah,
which sucks. And then back to the next one here is another Mankind ultimate. Like we literally just got a defining moments elite, and it's like, damn, I just bought that elite like why are they doing this to me now with an ultimate? Like, this sucks. Like,
Yeah.
I wish that I would have just, you never know. And then you end up getting it and you're like, damn, I should have waited. But like, it sucks. It's like, I
Yeah.
don't need,
Yeah.
now it's like another Foley where I'm like, damn, I don't need it. And you feel bad because you love Foley, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
I might kick the tires on it when I see what it looks like, and we'll go from there.
Right. But yeah,
Maybe pile. It's on my maybe pile.
it's on the maybe pile. But moving on to more ultimates because the line is growing ever so quickly. We had this Bianca Belair and the Lashley, but the one I want to talk about is the Kurt Angle. Where are you at on this Kurt Angle?
I want this Kurt Angle. I admit that there are flaws to this Kurt Angle, especially related to that singlet.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I wanted the entrance greats Kurt Angle,
That's the one I have.
and this one is like that but better.
See, like they
So
even gave him the crying face.
yeah, it's so goofy, and like I probably wouldn't even show it with the crying face. I might,
No,
but the fact that I have it, the fact that there are the gold medals with it, I might not do the singlet. I might just do like the painted underneath torso. Um, but I wanted an angle from this era. I've been working on a collection quietly of Conrad Thompson and his podcast hosts.
oh, you sneaky little devil, you.
So I know. So this will go great with that. So I'm for
That
it.
would actually
I
go
will get
great.
that one.
My worry is that the singlet, because I am just so jaded from the Jax days. Like when they did soft goods singlets like this, they sucked. They looked like baggy pieces of shit. And I had one that had the baggy singlet, and I just remember what that felt like to not have a painted on singlet of Kurt, and it's like literally giving me just anxiety thinking about how it would not look good in hand. So
Right.
that's why I feel like I got to pass on this one. I feel like I got to keep the entrance greats one.
Right.
I'm probably going to
And I
regret.
think, well, yeah, we'll see. But again, I think it's one of those areas where if you have the entrance grades or you have another Kurt, you probably don't need it. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're someone who's just getting a Kurt or looking for that defining Kurt, that ultimate Kurt, the point of
Yeah,
the line,
right.
yeah, I think it's there. So it might actually be cheaper than getting an entrance grades Kurt, and it's the ultimate. So
True. Yeah, no, you're right.
um, so I'm for that one.
Yeah. Um, then we have a new Roman. He's going to be in the line after the Kurt Angle. This is series 20 Roman. This is like an now we just got a Roman Ultimate. The one I picked that one up last year. It only came
Me
with
too.
the yeah, it came only comes with the blue title belt. Now this year it's going to come with both title belts, not the brand new one. But the big thing with this is that it's new mold. So it's new pants mold and it's a new torso mold. So like the I like the previous one more. Because I like to think about my Roman being jacked to the gills. This one feels like a stubby version of that for some
Mm,
reason. I don't
yeah,
hate it. It's definitely a new head scan. I like it. Don't need it because I have the original, so I think I'll stick to the original.
yeah. I'm with you there. I have been trying to find a WWE uh heavyweight title to go with the universal title for that figure.
Well, I mean, you can get it here now because this one will have the
I
side
know,
plates
but
too, but you
I
don't need
don't
it.
need it.
I
And
know,
that's the
right?
problem. Like I want the side plates that match, but I'm
But
not that
yeah,
attached to it. Like
I know,
so
right?
if I can track down, but then I want an ultimate Brock.
Right,
But I'm not going to get an ultimate Brock the form that I want to go with the Cody collection that is also has the WWE type. So
right. It's hard.
I'm just
It's gonna
gonna
be hard to
have
track them
to,
down.
yeah, I'm just gonna have to make a choice, and go with it. But I'm gonna pass on this one. Everything else from this figure I have, it's not enough meat on the bone for me to rebuy something. So we'll just make it work.
Yeah.
So
And then we have a new Target exclusive
Yes.
Legends Ultimate Edition, and it's Yokozuna in the regular, and then we have the uh, Chase variant. So
Yes.
I don't know which one I like more. I don't know if I really need either one, but I I love the fact that he's going to get an Ultimate Edition. I like
Yeah.
the I don't know. I like it. I think that it's he deserves a place in the Ultimate line. Do I need it? Probably not. Will I think about getting it and get FOMO from standing there looking at it on the shelf? Probably.
Absolutely getting this. Love the kimono that comes with it, the checkerboard kimono. Love the salt bucket. Every time I walk by, I'm gonna do the FWF Major Wrestling Pod gimmick and start giving a doo
Do,
doo
do, do, do.
every time I do that. So I need this. I'm gonna track one of these down. I'm getting the standard version. I like the red with the black a little bit more than I like the red with the white. So we're gonna get that. It's gonna be. I don't know if it'll be a fronter necessarily in my collection, although he's a big boy, so he might have to be a fronter. But I'm cool with that. So no harm, no foul. Love it. Can't wait to have Big Rodney in my collection.
Yeah, so this one now, the one that I'm really excited about that they brought up is the Ray that's on the screen right now. This Ray dude, this is my wheelhouse. So when I saw that they announced that this is going to be an Amazon exclusive Ray Mysterio Ultimate Edition, when they put this up, I went to Walmart and I canceled my other one that I had on there, the one that was coming out with the WrestleMania one. Immediately canceled it because this is the one I wanted the whole time.
Dude,
So
that one is more
thankfully,
toyetic than this. Come on.
no, I don't even care. I don't like the eyes on that one. They got like some dead eyes. Like this is my Ray. I love this Ray, dude. So awesome.
And again, I don't necessarily have a huge connection to Ray. I get it, but I don't have a huge connection to him. So like if I was gonna get a Ray, it would be that WrestleMania one with the big headpiece and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Because it's toyetic enough that
It
I'm like, dude, that's cool to see.
it is super toyetic and I like it, but I wouldn't have him displayed with the headpiece because it would look really
Yeah.
weird in my collection and I don't like the eyes.
Yeah.
They freak me out.
Yeah.
But
So I'm gonna pass on that one. So, but yeah, I like it. It's cool.
yeah. But yeah, so the one thing that did really pop up here that was pretty big was the new basics.
They're toys again.
They are actual toys.
Yep.
So here on the old screen ski, we have a new thing showing the new articulation of the and display that was at Comic-Con. So they now have jointed hips and they have some more they have ball joints in the arms now, which is humongous. They're actual toys
Yep.
again, and I'm super excited.
Yep.
Super excited enough that I picked up the championship 2-pack that's over here on the right side of the screen with that Austin and Triple H. Got that because I love that Triple H. He will fit perfectly in my collection. Needed it, wanted it, got it. And I have accessories that I don't.
They have a Cody coming.
Yeah, they have a Cody
Um,
coming as well. I don't have. I have the accessories to complete the look of that Triple H, so I have them on hand already, which is
ah,
why I got that.
little smoke and mirrors. I like it.
You like that?
Nice.
But yeah, super, super, super excited for all that.
Yeah, you can
And
actually collect these again and feel like you're not getting, it's not a waste of $10. And the price point isn't changing.
right, the price point ain't
So
changing, but you're getting more.
yeah. So I'm glad they did this. If you listen to Major Wrestling Figure Pod, they spend a lot of time pooping on these just
So have
and
I.
rightfully so. They earned it. And so have you. Very true. They've earned it. And I only have one basic and it's the gray pants Cody. And I bought it out of FOMO. Because again, it's $10. It's
Right.
a backer, no big deal. But if they're gonna actually put some more effort into this sort of thing, then I'm for it. So cool.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so we got some cool stuff coming up here. So we got elites. So we're gonna try to take a look at all of the elites that we can here.
Yep.
And so as you can see on the far left, we have Elite 105 with the new packaging. So it's got a small window bubble. Not that great. Not super excited to look at that. What are your thoughts on it?
Fart in church.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But
Not big on it.
the big redeeming fact of that is that Scott Steiner is in that, and I absolutely got Steiner.
And I'm like, as much as I want to be an inbox collector, I'm not anymore. So it doesn't hurt my feelings. But like when you get one that you'll want to keep,
You got to look at that
box,
box. Doesn't that
and it
box look
doesn't.
like crap?
Oh God, it's terrible. I don't like it, and I'm very sad about it.
Yeah.
But whatever. I do like that Dominic. I want that Dominic.
That Dom is sick. It's really going to be hard not to get that Dom.
Yeah, that's gonna be one for the Cody Rivals collection. So, and the Paul Bearer.
The Paul Bearers are sick.
Yes, need that. I have to decide which one, but I need that, and I'm gonna put him between the Kane Ultimate and the Defining Moments Taker that I have.
Yeah.
So it kind of serves double duty. I want that Chad Gable for my teacher collection. Need the Chelsea Green on screen here for my just to go with the major pod guys.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna
she took a
be
lot of belt. She took a lot of belt shots from her husband, so I'll throw $20 towards her stardom. So.
I was looking at the LA Knight for the Elite
So
collection.
also, yes, that was going to be where I was going to go next, the LA Knight.
And then over here on the right for the for Elite 107, that Solo has an updated torso. Don't really need it. But Grayson Waller, first time in the line with a Chase variant. And then the one that really pisses me off is this Biker Taker here at the bottom. But I don't think that is a like early 2000s Biker Taker. I think that's like a newer Biker Taker, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that Balor too, because I've really appreciated his work.
Yeah, and if you get Balor, then you got to get if you get Dom, you got to get Balor, or vice versa. Then you got to start building out. Then you get your Rhea, then you get your Priest, then you got your Judgment Day.
I do want all of the Judgment. I really appreciate what they've done over the last year. So I will get all of those figures, and I'm cool with that. So the funny one in here is the Terry Gordy.
Yeah. I know Andretti's got some things to say about that, but we'll let him talk about it at some other time. But he was kind of really pissed about that Terry Gordy. He was like, why that one? But it's whatever. It's an obscure one. It's like Weasel, but it's like Weasel Heenan, so it's one of those deals.
And I think they tried to do a 2-in-1 so you can still get like a Terry Bam Bam Gordy and an Executioner.
Right.
Kind of in the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see how it looks when it's all when we see what it actually looks like. So we'll see.
But yeah, that I think that's gonna wrap up all of the WWE stuff. We have some AEW stuff that we want to talk about, and we want to kind of close with the AEW stuff because they don't really do a lot of stuff for Comic-Con. They like to do all of their stuff around the pay-per-views and stuff like that. But one that I really wanted to talk about, not only was the Supreme CM Punk here from the Double or Nothing last year, but the one thing that we really, really, really wanted to talk about is the Jazwares Vault with the ROH figures and what that like. This is AEW and Jazwares' response to Mattel Creations, and these are supposed to be. These vault figures are going to be like one of 5,000s, I think, or one of 3,000s or something like that. They're going to be a very limited number. So
yeah.
Probably not something that I want to collect. However, the Briscoes, I feel like, is a must get for me.
That'll be a hot seller.
Oh yeah. And this cease and desist, like this Young Bucks set. This is the Young Bucks that you've wanted for years. Like,
yes, they're the ones who got over.
Right. And the cease and desist, like, come on. Like, that shirt is insanity.
Yeah, it is.
It's so
Those are the ones I would like. Those are the ones I want to display.
Yeah. So I like the idea of the Jazwares Vault. We don't have any more information as of right now, but I really, really, really like it. It's a good idea, and if it's a way to get more limited style figures, that's I want the limited editions. I want the ones that are hard to get, and I want to be able to get them
And I
at
think
retail.
and I think it's interesting because these wouldn't survive at retail.
No, they wouldn't.
So this is a way to get those sort of fan service ones to the niche audience of people who, if you know, you know, kind of people.
Right.
Which is a lot of what AEW is built on.
Right.
So to the folks, like, again, like a normal person, even I would say someone who came in to appreciating AEW like a year in, or even at the start of it, you see this cease and desist and the too sweet, and you're like, what the hell is that? Like, yeah, like if you didn't
go
watch
back to
BTE,
the archives to find this.
Right. So like that's the one I'm interested in. That 2-pack there, I'm kind of interested in because those are the bucks that like
those are the bucks
that
we got back into wrestling with.
Right, exactly. Those are my young bucks. Not that I don't appreciate a lot of what they do now, but maybe not the fighting.
These are correct. These are my young bucks. These are when I think of the BTE young bucks, this is what I think about.
Exactly. I need a Bernard the Bear.
Oh my
Bernard
God.
the Business
if
Bear.
They gave me a Bernard the Business Bear, I'd shit my pants. I'd buy 90 of them.
Yes, 100%. I need a case of Bernard the Business Bear. So that would be interesting to see. We'll see how it goes. But before we sort of wrap this up, I wanted to give a shout out to the Polka Dot Dusty Seth Rollins top picks.
That one is incredible.
That completes the Cody Hell in the Cell match group. I haven't unboxed that one yet, but when I get that Seth, I will unbox that Defining Moments.
And you can probably find that here on the Podski YouTube channel.
A little foreshadowing.
And because we are also doing, if you are new to the channel or you're looking for extra content for the channel, you've stuck around this long, might as well go check out the figure unboxing that I did of the Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero. We're going to, as we get more figures, we're going to start doing this more often. So tea leaves.
100% hashtag tea leaf. I also might do a Dr. JC retro corner where I unbox or review some of the older stuff that I have. I collect more than just wrestling figures.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe some of that stuff we could maybe do the Gloob American series.
Okay.
I have Power Rangers stuff. I'm a big Power Rangers guy. So I can do some of the, some of that stuff as well if people are interested. And it sounds like we'll just kind of slowly bring this stuff out as people, as we have time to do this kind of thing. But should be fun and interesting. We both are big action figure guys, and so is Andretti. A big custom guy, that Andretti.
Big custom guy with that Battle Cat custom. That's my favorite one.
What a stuff.
Is there anything that you were disappointed that you didn't see? Because I'm a little disappointed we didn't get more Cody figures. Not that I was going to buy any more, but it was a little disappointed that there wasn't a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another, I didn't mean to cut you off because I did ask you the question.
Yeah.
What a great host I am. But one thing I am really disappointed in is the fact that I didn't get a Ultimate Edition 2-pack of the Outsiders.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Because it feels like they're doing that with the Usos. Why can't they do that why can't that be a new thing?
Maybe they're waiting to see how it goes.
Yeah.
With the old J&J 2-pack.
Because I got them. They should be coming soon.
Oh, sweet.
So we'll see. Because I got a bloodline that I'm building out. Because I got Solo as well. So the only thing I don't have is a Heyman. I want to redo my modern wrestling center version when I want the bloodline to be the center with Cody and Seth and Kevin right behind them.
Gotcha. I like that.
We'll see if I unbox that Cody Ultimate because I have two. But I was told by Allison I was told by Allison I need to sell one of them.
Oh, I really thought about opening that. Like I have it in my display case and I have the flap down.
Right.
But I don't have it loose.
Right. And I'd like to have one loose one completely in box.
Yeah, me too. But then it's more space.
Right. And it's like, damn, where am I going to do with it?
Right.
but selling it
So
right now, I'm going to lose money. So
yeah, you gotta sit on
you
that
got to
one a
play,
bit.
you got to play the long game.
Yeah, about April when he wins the title, that would be a good time to move it.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, so I think if I'm disappointed, I would have liked to see an elite suited Cody.
Okay.
You see a lot, like I know Jazwares just did that not too long ago. Um,
But you want a
and I
Mattel
have that
version.
one. It's right, right. So that would be interesting. It would be cool. You know, it'd be really cool if they did one that was that first promo after WrestleMania 39
Yes.
or after
Yes.
WrestleMania 38,
Uh-huh.
and like he owns the WWF belt
Yeah.
that is shown in that picture. Imagine if they brought something out like a him and Dusty 2-pack
Oh,
where they have that broken belt and
yeah.
then with whatever belt they crown him with.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
Dusty's holding the belt and then he's holding the other belt.
yes, yes. Could you
Wow.
imagine?
Like that is a piece that you keep. Oh my gosh.
Give me
Like
the
that's
damn
beautiful.
pencil.
So give JC the pencil for next year's Mania. That'll probably be out for WrestleMania 41.
Look, if -1 can get a figure, can we not get a Libby figure? A Pharaoh and Libby 2-pack.
We need a Pharaoh. We need
We
Pharaoh in
don't
the
need a
worst
Brandy.
way.
One Brandy
We
is
don't
enough.
need, yeah, we don't need a Brandy. We don't need another Brandy.
I have my carded version of that signed.
Yeah, good for you. I don't know if anybody
John's like, I
wants
don't give
it.
a shit about that.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that one. But yeah, I'd say out of disappointments, I feel like I really wanted a Outsiders 2-pack that was an
Mhm.
Ultimate Edition, and I felt like we would get that with the Monday Night Wars line, but instead we're getting more elites out of them. So it's kind of like, are we really ever going to get that? I don't know. The
Hmm.
other thing that I'm really disappointed is that there wasn't more Steiners, and that's on Rick. So can't really, I don't know where you put that.
The
Um,
dog-faced homophobe.
the I guess what I'm really disappointed in is that there was no. I felt like they used the WCW crowdfunder stage. They used it in the diorama, and like there's no
Mm-hmm.
mention of it. I'm sure they're never gonna ever talk about it ever again because it didn't get funded. But like it would have been nice to have been like, we hear your concerns. We understand that like this wasn't funded because you guys didn't like for multitude of reasons. Like it would have been nice just to hear something about a crowdfunder and like what they plan to do in the future.
Yeah, and maybe they're just licking their wounds on it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But I would say to the counter to that, what I'm most excited for is the Monday Night Wars line. I think is probably what I'm most excited for. The ultimates out of that, like the Eric, the Brett, and the Roddy. Those are the ones I
Mm-hmm.
was most excited about to see.
Yeah, I agree. That and then that polka dot Seth,
Yeah,
because
the polka
that
dot set for you
rounds
was pretty
out.
big.
Yeah, and that's like the match that Cody had in WWE that they're gonna play forever.
Oh, that's a moment.
Yeah,
That's gonna
so
be played forever and ever.
right. So like to be able to complete that set, that's a big one for me. I definitely liked the angle quite a bit. Um
The angle was it's good. I'm not sure about the soft goods.
the Brett is cool. That's the Brett I'm gonna have. I was looking for a Brett, so that's the Brett I'm gonna have. The George the Animal Steel we already knew was coming, but he's a teacher, so need
Yeah, the
him.
Coliseum collection's another big one I'm excited about.
Yeah, yeah. Yokozuna's cool. But yeah, I think overall I hate the packaging. So
Yeah, the new elite packaging was a disappointment.
so
But yeah,
I think there was a lot to look forward to and
yeah,
good stuff coming.
absolutely. There's a lot to look forward to. It was a very successful San Diego Comic Con because we both got the Sting Comic Con
Yeah.
exclusive. So we would like to do a figure review on that, but the reason that we're not going to is because we're not letting it breathe. So there's no point in doing a review and unboxing when it's just going to be sitting in the box anyway. So as
Yep. He's
why,
already tucked in the case. So
yeah, he's
he's
already
not going
tucked
anywhere.
away. He's safe and sound. He's here, and it's Sting.
Absolutely. I can't do that, or I would blow out a lung. So
But with that, thank you for listening, and make sure you check us out on socials at _Podski on Twitter and Instagram, the Podski with John Baker on YouTube. Make sure to follow the Podski Doc's journey to building his cases. If you've been following along, his cases are fully built. He's got them. I don't know if he's got them fully loaded yet, but you got most of them loaded. It looks
the
fantastic.
last one I needed. So when I bought, just a very quick sidebar.
Yeah.
When I opened the last case to go to put it together, one of the shelves came pre-shattered, which was nice of IKEA.
Nice job, IKEA.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, guys. So to get it replaced, they were willing to replace it for me with no problem, but I have to drive back to the store that I was at, and that's like 2 hours away. So I don't really have a need to go there at the moment. But I have 6 months, so I'm gonna go get it.
See you at WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly. Pro tip: I just went to I measured it and took the dimensions of the shelves, and I went to Lowe's and had a $6 piece of glass cut. So
nice.
Now I can finish putting the lights up in that one. The other two are filled and have lights and weather stripped around.
Nice.
And they look great. And then there's 2 little shelves between them I'm going to fill with loose WWE and loose AEW. So, still coming along. Just the real life is getting hectic. So I am, as Conrad Thompson would say, busier than a one-arm paper hanger these days. So, I will provide updates as I can, and then once I get it done, I'll maybe film a short collection tour.
So. Yeah, because I want to do a collection tour as well. Just waiting to get a few things in there and tidied up, and then but yeah, so be on the lookout for that on the YouTube channel. And yeah, so thank you for listening, and we will see you next time on the Podski.